sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should... It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Buccaneers at 10-2 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
And just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
The quarterback will keep it himself. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will get in to make it 8-0. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1. Made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. These two teams they met in Tampa earlier in the year, with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Carr now on first down. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort coming for him. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense for the Buccaneers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Carr going to go on fourth down. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There's absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Zerline's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. White, he'll try the left side, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's going to make our score 15-3. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Johnson's got it complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. That brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
First down, here's White. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. You do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now. You can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The middle linebacker at 4-3, so often the captain of the defense gets them all lined up, and the captain made a great read there to snuff that play out.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight to the ball buckle, because when it comes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
The next-gen stat shows the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. To throw his car. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get Tristan Wirfs, 1st-round pick in 2020. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second down at 4. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he is going to lose yardage here. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And a dump off to White. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop short. Back to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from this head coach.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And Walker has it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Carr going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a round is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. The final shot here before half for Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. This is intercepted. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Olave over the middle. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Carr, a quick throw, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Carr. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Carr now to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly put it up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 41 yards. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's White. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second-half blowout material. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He gets it left side to Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From the 24, Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw his Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They find some open field here. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 17-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Carr will try it again on second down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson from 17 yards out. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. In motion left, the tight end. Carr will look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final? And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 67 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Him in stride. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Kamara up the middle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not surprising with the way that this one is going. The frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 8 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Going for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. Getting back there and making the tackle and not giving them 2 points themselves.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Evans comes in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandable. So not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
No idea what the top speed is. Those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Buccaneers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.